We are all packed. Got the essentials. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Watching Fireman Sam.
We are babysitting. It's allowed. It's 10:05 and we are all done. The van is loaded and we are buzzing to get going. So, we're at the lake. We've been here since 2:30, did you say?
Yeah, 2:30.
2:30. We walked around the swim, walked around the lake, did a swim draw. Wasn't completely happy with where we came out. We came out choosing 5th, we were in swim 6. Every swim on here is a double, so that's good for me, Jax, we're doubling up. Wasn't really happy with our choice to swim, but now I've heard a bit more about the swim and I know roughly where to be aiming for. I'm a bit happier. Fish been coming out everywhere. The main aim, I think, of everyone is just to fill it in. We've got maize, we've got pilot, we've got boilie, we're just going to go for it. From what the bailiff said, he said that everyone comes here, fills it in and has loads. I've got Jack's going to go on the left hand side. He's going to fish 2 rods, 18 wraps and roughly what the other one, a bit closer in.
Yeah, about 14. And
my initial plan is to put one down the right hand side because I swear that bailiff said a lot of the grass carp is down the margins and I really want a grass carp. So I'm going to put one down the right hand side and I'm going to put 2 out 18 wraps and we're just going to go from there. The ground is pretty much what you can see on what you can see on the floor is pretty much what's on the bottom, so just stones and stuff. And right now we've got to sort all this out because that's where our bivvy's going. So we didn't really think this through, but we're having fun. We've had dinner, burgers were amazing, homemade by the bailiff, they were really good. And now we've just got to sort all this carnage out and get some rods sorted.
In the 30-degree heat.
My initial baiting method when I come to France was to buy an amazing pellet from the fishery and mix that with Activate mainline boilies and 18ml and coat it with Activate syrup. I used the fishery's maize and pellet because A, you're not allowed to use your own pellet and maize and you have to use the fisheries, and B, knowing that you can't use your own, I'm assuming people usually fish with either just boilie or maize pellet and boilie or maize and pellet, so I thought mixing the 3 together would be a good start to seeing if fish respond to it.
Got one. How big?
Well, he's got fish on.
Yeah, he's got it. Should we go do photos?
Yeah.
See if I can get this marker up. Hang on, Samuel. Get in there!
What was it old Danny Fairbrass shouted?
Get in the net! Get in the net, boy!
Well done for that one.
I didn't get long to play my game of cards after Samuel had that lovely comment before Tosh was in round the other side of the lake and I went round to do some photos for him. He landed a really nice mirror, but it just didn't want to go back. She was quite happy sitting in the sling, just chilling out.
Bang on 30, I'd say.
Hovering, yeah, bang on, and then it goes just slightly under.
It's slightly over, slightly under.
Yeah.
It's average here, bang on 30.
Give or take a few
Give you
ounces.
that.
Okay, so breakfast is served. The bailiff has come round with our breakfast rolls. Got sausage and bacon. And Jack's got sausage, egg and bacon. How is it?
Lovely.
Enjoying that?
Yeah. Not as much as I want to fish though.
Yeah, we haven't caught still, so really want to catch one. The bailiff said that it could switch off for like 36 hours, which it kind of has. So hopefully we'll get one today. I had loads of interest on my margin last night though, so I was really hoping that would go off, but it didn't. So we're going to try and leave the rods out as long as possible, not touch them, keep putting the bait in, and we'll see how it goes.
The 8th and the 9th were quite quiet days, but Sam managed one early morning on the 9th, and we kind of just spent both the days just chilling and baiting up our spots with hope that the fish will soon find us and we'll get amongst them again. Some of the guys got a little bit desperate to catch on the Wednesday and decided to use the bamboo stalks from around the lake to kind of half make a float rod. Despite their efforts of using a couple of days old bread that had been in the sun for a few days, Jack managed one, no one else did, but at least it saved him from a blank.
result. Ah! Get in there's an understatement.
Hi everyone, I'm in France. I was going to do my talking before this, but I've been having a bit of a week of it. We've A, just been having loads of socials, and B, I haven't caught yet, and it's now Thursday and I've been here since Saturday. There are 8 of us fishing. 3 of us haven't caught yet, so myself, Jack, and one of the lads called Lewis. And everyone else has caught. Some of them have had the odd one. The rest have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish each. The biggest to come out was actually this morning, and that was John, who did really well. He had a 42 pound and some ounces mirror, and that was a stunning fish. And then Wayne, John's brother, his rod whipped off with a 50 pound grass carp. So I mean that was brilliant as well. It was great to see a grass carp in the flesh, because Samuel, Jack's brother, had one, and it managed to escape the net, and we never got photos of it, so that was quite sad. So it was good to see one in the flesh and actually get him to have photos of it. But yeah, like I say, myself and Jack haven't caught it yet, and it has been a grueling week. It has been hard. I've had a moment this morning where I just laid in bed and I said to Jack, I just want to go home because I'm finding it really difficult, because I can't quite understand why I'm not catching, because everyone, basically, as you can see from behind me and you see from clips, the lake's quite round, which means we are technically all fishing into the same bit of water. And I hate fishing all into the same bit of water. There's a bay right down there, which one person's fishing, and if you're not fishing it, you're crazy, because there's going to be fish all down there. And then you've got the bay right down the other end next to Sam, which he's been fishing and he's caught from. Because he had 230s from it last night on solid backs, which is brilliant. But it's just like, I can't quite get my head around why myself and Jack haven't caught, when the fish have to go past where we're fishing to get to John's rods. Because we're fishing at 18 wraps and John's at 22 and Samuel was fishing at 20. So they kind of have to go past us. Even though we're a few wraps off, they have to go through our lines, technically. And last night it's been windy all week, and last night it went dead calm. And we were like, yeah, this is carpy. And John put zigs out, and he had one on the zig, and he was just saying how confident he was. Had one on the zig, and that was brilliant. I put a zig out this morning, 12 foot of black foam and black liner. Hopefully that could catch me something. I've been baiting a spot all week, been baiting it with maize and pellet, and then I decided just to bait it with boilie. I've tried everything you could ever imagine. I'm now just casting a solid bag around to see if I can land it in front of a fish. You know, it is mental. The bailiff's come around and said, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it normally fishes so well. But yeah, I'm struggling because I kind of, you pay quite a lot of money to come out to France. And yes, it's a lovely holiday. Yes, I've had a really good time. It's been enjoyable, but everyone comes out here to fish, and if you're not catching, it kind of defeats the whole object of coming out here. So I'm struggling with that, and the fact that I'm doing the same tactics pretty much everyone else is doing, and yet I'm not catching. I can't get my head around it. So yeah, I think I'm kind of having one of them days today where I can't. I'm a bit disheartened because I just want to catch. And it doesn't mean I'm any worse angler than anyone else here. It just means the fish aren't there. But there's so many fish in here. There's like 450 fish, and it's like, well, why aren't they there? So I don't know. I'm hoping that I've got till Saturday morning. So I'm hoping that it kicks off, and I have one. I want at least 2 fish before I go, and I want them to be like 30s. Because everyone else catching. There's been a few 20s out, but mainly it's been 30s, the odd 40, and that 50 grassy. And if everyone's catching 30s, I want to join that. And it's like, I don't know, I'm struggling because I can't understand why we're not catching. But I've tried everything. I've tried baiting with maize and pellet and boilie. I've tried baiting with just boilie. I've been using the bait boat to get my rods out so I know they're paddling on the spot. I've been casting them. I've been wrapping up. I felt a spot on the spot. It's literally gravel, like what you can see on the floor here, where it's like just white stone. That's what the bottom's like, with the odd bit of silt here and there. So it's not even like we're all fishing to features. Tosh has got a plateau it's kind of like a plateau in front of him, which is why he was doing so well. But there's nothing in front of us, absolutely nothing, other than just, it's about 14, 15 foot deep in places. And yeah, don't understand. I've tried solid bags, I've tried multi-rigs, I've tried snowmen, I've tried the donkey choker with just two 18mm boilies, I've tried zigs at different depths. I had another adjustable zig on the other day, just adjusting it every now and again. I've been fishing, last night I fished a rod on my spot 18 wraps and I fished one at 16 wraps because I was getting liners, see if I could pick it up, nothing. Jack's tried fishing over his spot and was getting liners, and then he was like with the fish on my spot, and went back on his spot, nothing. So I just don't quite understand why I've not caught. So I'm not feeling confident right now, which is bad because I should feel confident, but I just don't know. I'm so happy for everyone that's catching, but it's sort of like, okay guys, now just let us have our moment, because it is a lot of fun, but you are out here to catch, and if you don't, it is disheartening when you pay so much money to come out to France and not catch. I could have just stayed in England and blanked for less money. I was just looking over there. Like, it's to the point where we're so bored that we've made little rods out of like bamboo canes and used floats, and we're trying to catch all the roach and stuff that are in the margins, and even we can't catch them because our hooks are too big. So yeah, I'm kind of just hoping that tonight it'll kick off. I wanted to do some talking throughout the week, and I was hoping that when I first talked to her, I'd be like, right guys, I've had a 30, I've had a so-and-so, I broke my PB, but I've got nothing to report. I haven't had anything. I had a couple of beaks the other night and I thought, right, yeah, I'm going to have one. And I had nothing. Jack lost 2, which is unfortunate, but at least he knows everyone on the spot. And it's just, yeah, I'm struggling. It's hot as well. It's been like, I think it's meant to go back to 28 today. And it's just so hot. Like now, the sun's not even out and it feels just muggy and hot and it's making me feel tired. But, yeah, had nothing. Please send me your luck, and I hope I catch one. And hopefully if I see you again, it'll be saying I've caught and not. Right, so we're on our way home and I blanked. I just want a fish or two. But yeah, it's what you get sometimes when you fish in France, and you never know, like, there's nothing you can do. If the fish aren't there and they're not feeding in front of you, you can't go anywhere. And that's why I think it'd be nicer if this lake was a different shape, because at least then if there was an area that no one was fishing, like down the nook and cranny with some like bits, it needs like a stalking area. So if you are struggling, you can just go and stalk. But I can't go down the bay because there's already Lewis fishing there and he's not caught, and I don't want to intrude on his lines. I can't go down the other end. That's where Samuel's fishing. It's sort of like I'm stuck to the water that's in front of me. The margin's not producing, and our swims are social swims. Even if it wasn't to fish there, there's always stuff going on in the swims. There's no, like, I'm not caught from the margin. I've stopped fishing it and I started baiting it, but I don't even think I'd catch from it. And it's like I don't really know. Like, I have to either have the rods out in front of me at 20, 18, 16, however many wraps, because that's all I've got. And there's no features. It's just pure gravel and a bit of silt, which is why it's difficult when me and Jack feel out of comfort a little bit, because you are literally just casting rods out in the middle of the lake with everyone else and hoping that the fish comes across it. And it's just madness because everyone is literally fishing the same bit of water. You see everyone's marker floats out, and there's like someone's here, here, and there's like a gully in between that the fish are going through. But it's like the minute you put your rod in that, you're gonna then cut off the person next to you. So yeah, I'm struggling, but we'll have to just keep going at it, and hopefully we'll have one, and I don't blank. Oh, let's send me luck.
There we go. Yes! Get up there. Get up. Doctor. Oi, oi, oi.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to fucking...
Hold round the bottom of it. Get up there.
Fucking hell.
Slim, mate, you're looking at £52.
It's heavy, boys.
Oh, 55 with the sling.
55 with the sling.
Yeah, so by the time
what
it's £50, mate, definitely.
Yeah.
That sling don't weigh £5.
No, mate.
Yeah, I'm letting him go. I'm gonna hold him. I'm gonna hold him. Alright, oh, see you later, mate. There's nothing in my pockets. I ain't even checked. That's what I said yesterday. What's that? Honestly, that's a dead comedian, I think. Look.
Right.
You still got it? Go on.
Jesus.
He's still on top. He's gone.
Yeah.
It's a new baby!
£50,
Okay, so after my depressed little chat and my tantrum with Jack about how I'm not catching and I want to take up golf and I want to go home, I caught one. I caught a 25-pound mirror on a zig last night at about 10:30. So it was just getting dark and the swim was carnage. Everyone but Lewis was around here. It was like a great atmosphere. Really nice to just have everyone kind of share the experience of my first fish with me. Like, it was, the pressure was off. The zig tightened up and was beeping a bit, and then as it went to rip off I hit it, and then I just went to everyone, right, that's it, now F off out of my swim while I land it, because I don't want everyone watching, because that pressure when you're not caught and then everyone's watching you, if you lose it, it's just so much pressure. And then I ran up to the top of the swim and I was like, it's in! And yeah, it was great because it was nice to have everyone there sharing the atmosphere with me, and yeah, it was really cool. And that fish came on a zig, which is here. Very simple rig. Zigs are brilliant. I don't use them enough in my fishing, but last night, I did try a zig during the week, but I had nothing. John put a zig on yesterday, was it yesterday? Day before, and he had 30 something, wasn't it?
36, I think.
A 36, and then he had a 40. No, what did he have last night on his zig?
24, wasn't it?
24, I don't remember, but he's had 2 on a zig. And kind of seeing him catch them, it was like, yeah, let's put zigs out. So a lot of us put zigs out. Tosh had one on a zig and lost one. You've got a zig up, but haven't had anything on it yet. Samuel's just put a zig out. Sam over on the corners had a zig up but not had nothing. And Wayne and Lewis haven't, I don't think, had zigs out. Most of their fish have been on the bottom.
Yeah.
So I've had 2 rods out on a zig now and 1 on the bottom. One of my zigs is 12 foot long with a black foam. And the zig that I caught on was between 6 and 8 foot long. I don't really know, because I kind of was just like, yeah, that'll do, and put it out. And when I got the fish in, I wanted to cut the hook off, just because when you're dealing with zigs and you're dealing with long zigs, you just want to get everything out the net. And I thought if I cut the hook, then I can just get the hook out the net, because the hook was actually tangled in the net too, and then I can just get the fish out the net and just deal with it after. But I was going to cut it at the hook so I kind of could measure it, but it got cut halfway down and I have no idea where bits of the rig went, and so I don't actually know how long it was, so I've guesstimated it again, so hopefully that'll be alright. But the weather went flat calm, pretty much how it is now, but there was like, it's a little bit windy now, but it went calm and there was just all the fry on the top, and I think the carp were just coming up and hitting them. So I think zigs last night were perfect, and hopefully if it stays calm, we'll have another good day with zigs again today, because it's quite muggy again. And obviously today's our last day, we go home tomorrow morning, so hopefully I want a 30 or a 40 before I go, and I want Jack to catch one.
I want a fish.
Yeah, he wants a fish, bless him. But zig-wise, I'm using a Ridge Monkey size 6 beats point hook. These are really, really good zig hooks. I don't really use them to any of my other rigs apart from zigs. I think they're a really good hook for zigs and for like surface fishing and that. So I've been using them. John was using a size 10, has had no problem. But I had a size 6 and an 8 in them, and I thought I'd use a 6, just so it's a bit bigger, so I definitely know that fish is going to be nailed. And then I'm using bait-wise, like I said, black foam on one of them, and on the other, I've lost it all, here it is. I'm using a mainline floating super sweet ziggers in yellow and black, and I've topped all of these, all the colours in this part, with the super sweet zig liquid, which you spray on, and it kind of, the whole point of it is to target the different layers of the water, and it's sort of like a scent to drag the fish in to where your zig is. So that's kind of how it works, and they've been soaking in that. So I thought I'd give them a try, and it worked out well, because that's what I caught on. So a nice little black and yellow little piece of foam. I wound in this morning and a crayfish had been at my zig, which wasn't great, so I had to make a new one of them up. My zig liner, my zig foam had been like chewed, and I had like kinks all down my line where it had been like grabbing it and pulling it down. So that's a bit strange. Me and Jack said we've heard of it before, we've never seen it, but yeah, so I'm going to bring my 12 foot zigs in and recast that and make sure the same hasn't happened there. But it was very strange that the crayfish just kind of like slowly pulled it down. So yeah, simple, and hopefully that'll do another fish today. I've got one rod out still on the bottom bait on the spot that I baited at 18 wraps. I'm going to basically going to fill it with bait tonight. That's what Lewis did last night. He had a 51, so I'm just going to fill it with bait, and if it doesn't go off, it doesn't go off, and if it does, brilliant. But I'm kind of just relying on the zigs now because it's perfect weather for them, and it seems to be what a lot of us around this bit are catching on, because during the day the bottom baits aren't really producing. Like, we're not having fish during the day really, even though we thought we would have quite a few. We're not. So yeah, we're gonna rely on Zeke's. I'm gonna try and have another one, and Jack's gonna try and catch 1 or 2, and then we go home tomorrow morning. So yeah, hopefully we have some.
You run fast enough.
Ready? Yeah, running across.
There's going to be like a barrel coming in.
What day is it, Jack?
Home time.
We're going home in, I don't even know what the time is. This is our going home morning. And this is Jack's first fish. I mean, he leaves it till last minute. But come on, get it in.
Cool leave that to the last minute, Jack.
It's always been a bit last minute, so it doesn't surprise me, not gonna lie.
I like it, it's massive though, it feels heavy though.
Well, I didn't think that one I had, I know it's 40, it didn't feel like a 40 bringing it in.
I think this one just fights like mad. I thought it was heavy.
Yeah, it has been giving you a bit of a run around. Oh, it's common.
What's that with then? Caught on this tango, please.
A bit awkward if it is.
You want to say that on camera?
I don't want to sound like a but are you sure it's not going to hit Jack?
Yeah,
Because of the way that it is sitting there.
and that's why it might be fighting hard and all. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
No, I'm fucking unhooking it, put it straight back. What a
We have carnage. We're packing up and he's wasting bait. Stop baiting it for the next anglers.
At least they'll catch.
It's carnage, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Show us your happy face, babe. Wait, stop moving. Now do it.
Do what?
Show us your happy face.
I'm always happy.
Now show us your sad face. Angry face? Why your sad face and your angry face?
Angry and sad are the same because that's all I've been because I blanked.